Right, so obviously this weekend, it was Glastonbury. Some of us here in the debate were at Glastonbury, weren't we? Chucky?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Chucky was out there.
Some of us, that's one person.
I'm talking about Chucky and his presence, innit? Two people. So obviously there was a story about Wiley and what happened with him when he released it out on Twitter that he was upset with the whole situation over there with his manager, with the whole rain taking place.
Can I just say, firstly, I kind of see where Wiley was coming from in terms of like, he's looking at, alright, the fee that they pay the artist is not high at all, yeah? He's travelling a lot.
Do you know the fee at all?
I don't know his fee, but I do know the fee.
Can you disclose some information so we kind of know the, like, you know?
I don't know.
Apparently it was real cheap.
It's
bro.
really,
like,
bro,
really
I'll
cheap.
put it into perspective, yeah? For some artists, like if you use a band, the DJ, and you've got other accessories, for some artists, once all of that has been paid for, your engineer's been paid for and everything like that, you ain't walking away with no P.
Alright, but if it's just like
you're basically asking him to disclose Angel's show fee for Glastonbury. He's obviously not going to do that.
I'm not getting tagged by flags and shit, man.
I'm not going to do that. But I know that for a lot of artists, the fee is not really a lot.
But you know what?
He's thinking to himself, fuck it, innit? I didn't need Glastonbury to get to where I got to. I do think, yeah, on a business perspective, sometimes you got to push the money to the side, forget what the next person is making, and make the most out of what you have got to do. Because ultimately, you have a goal and a gain to get somewhere, and you can make that happen by doing these type of things. But at the same time, you know, it's not a must, and so I know that he's thinking to himself, I don't need it. But you know, sometimes it's better not to just burn these bridges. Just keep them the way that you need to keep them.
But wouldn't you expect Glastonbury to pay more for artists than compared to say Wireless, Reading, Leeds,
you would expect them,
any other one?
It depends on how much they decide to want to pay.
They work like any other business. If they feel like they can get away with paying any artist, irrespective of whether or not they're urban or not, less than, you know, nothing, then they'll do that.
And you got to understand, a lot of people do shows for the exposure. Like a lot of these artists that aren't necessarily established, that every time they go somewhere, they're drawing a massive crowd. They just got to get their name out. So it's like
Glastonbury is bigger than most artists.
Yes, well,
that's the point,
Artists
isn't
need
it?
Glastonbury more than Glastonbury.
I think that you should possibly like even think about doing it for cheap or for free anyway, because it's huge, bro.
But you guys know what it is though. It's like putting up your club night. When you first starting out, you're probably gonna lose some money, even before you even start breaking even.
So when you start making money though, and this is not even an artist thing. This is just how this is the disease within people anyway. When you start making a lot of money, then you start thinking to yourself, oh well, fuck this, man. I don't even need the money anyway. Why am I gonna go? It's long. Like it's my. I don't. Why do I need?
Maybe that's how Wiley's thinking. Like he feels like he doesn't need the festival.
Yeah.
If he feels that way, then he's well within his rights.
Yeah, that's true, because he put out that tweet about Jay-Z, about when he said Jay-Z done Glastonbury right at the end of his career. I don't need it right now. I can still do it in like 10 or 15 years.
Do you know what? I
Really though?
I'll be honest, I don't know if Wiley's got 10 or 15 years left in him.
This is it.
I get the point.
But Jay still might have another 6.
That's not even a diss on Wiley. That's this country's industry. Like you can be a 42-year-old rapper in America. It's fine. You can't be.
You can be a 50-year-old rock artist in America and still smash the thing.
But Jay might not really be at the end of his career though. Really? That's another debate. That's another debate.
But that's Jay-Z. That's Jay-Z. All right, cool. So that's what happened with Wiley at Glastonbury.
I want to say, like, I commend Wiley for that rant as well.
Yeah, so
because do you know what? Do you know what it is for me as well? Is that I love the amount of attention just speaking your mind can get you. Motherfuckers are just bored to the point that someone ranting on Twitter about how they feel about an event is gonna cause such like mass hysteria in like the news and like media outlets. And the people that pay attention to that, I'm like, hey, that's what you want. You're getting what you want. You're getting trivial shit blown out of proportion that's made into entertainment. Cool, I have no problem with that. What I'm saying is this is a fucking opinion. I don't understand why it's like, it's not even a fucking, it's like me saying to my boy, oh man, that event I went to last night was shit, you know. Next thing you know, it's all over in newspapers that I said an event last night was shit. And it's just a stupid opinion. But obviously it's Wiley. Obviously, he's someone of caliber, he's known, so hey.
The same, yeah? He was already banned from the Capital playlist because he didn't do the Capital show or whatever, yeah? That's a big thing that you need to have when you're putting music out. If he ends up upsetting Glastonbury, which he did, he could have upset Radio 1, then that could have meant they might have been a bit iffy on putting him on the playlist. Then that affects
But he's upset Radio 1 bare time. I ain't turn up for bare documentaries and stuff for them.
He's the person that marches to the beat of his own drum. He really is a person who feels like if I don't
I'm
want
waiting
to
for
do
them
that,
things, you know.
I'm not doing that. And he's been in this for a long time. If his career was going to be destroyed by now, it would have been absolutely destroyed. Yeah. Do you know what? Wiley, as I said, marches to the beat of his own drum. He's going to do what he wants to do, and you know, as much as people might think, you know, Glastonbury is a great opportunity, which it is. If he feels as an artist it's not something that he needs, and he's perfectly within his rights to do so. You have to remember that Wiley comes from a scene that, you know, was kind of looked down upon, if you like, and I feel like he still has that mentality of like, I don't need you, which has kind of served him well thus far.
The thing is with Wiley, is do I think he makes the right decisions in all the things he does? Obviously not. Like things he does definitely hinders his career, but at the same time you cannot not respect the guy, because like I think he is so important in this scene because he's so honest. He says what the fuck he wants, and you're talking about a scene that is full of dick riders,
and pussios,
people that say whatever the fuck they think they need to say to get on.
Like, and what about pussios? I don't mean like people that are scared to like fight and be violent. No, I don't condone that kind of behaviour at all. People who are mentally weak, like they can't say something and stand by it, even to the point they can't say it. They can't say something, admit they're wrong, and be like, you know what? That's what I said yesterday.
So this demonstration that he done on Twitter and he ran it out, it's just an epitomization of his character and what he actually is like in a general basis. So I don't think anybody should be angry at it, because we know what Wiley's done for the scene already. Like musically he's gifted, punctuality wise obviously not there 100%.
You know what I more like about Wiley as well though, is the fact that on promo week, when you've got your single coming out the next week and every artist is trying to get on every single thing possible to sell their record, he'll just go Jamaica. He just does that. He'll just go to Jamaica and say fuck it and come back on Sunday and he might have a number
Did you
one.
not say that in a tweet?
He does that regularly.
I'd rather be with Chip than Iron Apple.
Yeah, that's where he went. He left Glastonbury to go Cyprus.
I understand that. Like, I don't want to be at a festival when it's pissing down with rain, using dirty Portaloo cabins. I understand that people are like, it should be about the experience, but if my experience is shit on the floor, I'm not going to have a good time. If he wants to go to Napa, if he doesn't want to walk up and down in mud, which I'm all for, I'm not using any Portaloos or anything like that. I totally get it. I understand the fact that you have a festival in this country is more than likely to rain on your head, and if he wants to go to Napa and enjoy some sunshine, then you know, all praises to you, Wiley. I'm with you. I don't care if Jay-Z is up there.
That's black people for you, man.
Oasis. That's just nasty.
Listen,
did you obviously you follow Charlie Sloth on Instagram?
Yeah, of course, I'm a boy.
Did you see his picture of the Portaloo?
Oh yeah. But what I'm saying to you is that, listen, let's be realistic about it. There's a culture. All right, I'm just gonna talk from my experience. All my white friends, they probably just don't mind going Glastonbury. All my black friends, they're like, oh, man ain't wearing no wellies and ting. Man ain't going no mud. What, man ain't even get to wash. Fuck that. So I'm just saying, yeah.
If I give you a picture, can you show it on the thing? I can show you a picture, yeah, of like bare tents, yeah, and I'm saying out of all the 120,000 people that was there, about 20 people that was in them tents was black. Probably.
How many?
I didn't see about 20 people.
I was just about to ask you, when you were DJing, how many did you see?
I saw like a couple. Yeah, but not, and like some of the people that I saw were probably like with some of the artists or maybe like didn't stay there. They came there, but they didn't stay there.
And it's worse if you're a female, trust me.
But could there be a black festival?
Yeah, could there be a urban Glastonbury or a Glastonbury type festival that is dedicated to urban music? We was discussing whether there should be an urban Glastonbury. I mean, I'd be a hell of a fan. I still need to go to Glastonbury and experience that in the first place. But an urban Glastonbury, because I'm a massive fan of urban music, yes, it would be a good look. Would it get people in? I don't know. So on that basis, probably a no.
Talking about camping and all of that
shit.
shit.
The police allow that because we had a couple of issues with the OMAs not too long ago when they tried to put on an award.
Tried and probably lock it off. All them.
It's actually out of the question. It would never happen. Are you talking about would it work on a camping flex?
No.
No, that's a good. Let's ask that question.
Do you think it would work on a camping flex?
Wait. Out of you lot. Who would go? Who would go camping?
Like a four-night festival.
I'll be honest. I could have gone Glastonbury. I don't want to go to Glastonbury. I really don't.
I'm gonna do it, man. I haven't done it before, but I'm gonna do it.
You want to do it? Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Camp.
Yeah. Why not?
It's an experience, man.
As far as actually having a UK urban style Glastonbury, I think what people don't realise is the urban artists that actually sell don't necessarily, like the actual urban demographic is a small part of their fan base. So the only way it would be possible to have a big festival is to have the urban artists that chart and have got, you know, enough clout to bring a big crowd. In that case, I think it could be essentially success, but then at the same time because you're bringing a very kind of like what's the word, like a demographic that's into only the top level of urban music, it's going to lose its credibility, and you're not going to be able to have smaller artists and people that are actually, you know, make genuine kind of like hip hop or grime music, because essentially their audience is quite small, so it's not going to be able to equate to a big festival.
If they were to put on an urban-esque festival, I feel like they would have to add some kind of acts in there who are kind of, people aren't too sure whether or not they're urban or not.
But they do that anyway.
Just to kind of take the tinge off of it.
But you don't even need to.
I don't feel like you need to, but I feel like they would do, just so that they can get through the red tape.
You mean acts like Rizzle Kicks and like...
No
way. Fling them in there.
Of course, definitely.
There's no way.
They're gonna have to filter it down, man.
Look at hold on a minute. Look at the demographic that A$AP Rocky's managed to hit now. A lot of them are white people as well, you know. And look at Jay-Z. If you had Jay-Z headlining your festival, it's not just about.
Yeah, but you got Jay-Z thrown in with like a lot of other classic acts.
Let's be honest, yeah. Because both of us have toured and DJ'd with artists like urban artists with big followings, and let's be honest, look at the crowd. Like how, like it's a lot of white middle class younger kids.
Yeah, but they can still come to an urban festival though.
But that's what I mean. Like you're saying it as if to say, oh, we have to put in some like, you know, lesser urban artists for it to not be just like a predominantly black crowd or whatever.
What artists are you talking about though? When you talk about these artists that you've toured with, who are you talking about?
No, I'm saying, but like
Angel.
he's toured with Angel, I've toured with Pro. Whatever,
okay, but alright, half of what you just said, and you just only named two.
Yeah.
Professor Green. As much as I like the dude, he might be classed as those people amongst the Rizzle Kicks and the kind of lesser known hip hop acts we're talking about.
Even like, okay, who are you talking about? Are we talking about artists that actually sell records? Or are we talking about
still don't think
artists
you
that
need
have
to
like
slap a
smaller
Rizzle
street
Kicks in there,
followings?
though.
Because if you're talking about artists that sell records, yeah, whether it's Pro Green, whether it's Angel, or whether it's Wiley, yeah, artists who have #1 records, the core of their fan base, yeah, are younger kids, yeah, and it's predominantly middle class, out of London white kids.
Yeah, and you're taking the piss on the flex of.
If you're talking about getting in grime artists who've got a small little like street.
I'm not talking about that. Okay.
Yeah, but I still don't think you need a Rizzle Kick.
Those artists, you're not going to be able to do a festival because the demographic is so small. So in order to do a big festival, you need to have in the artists that actually are charting with their records, and those artists that are charting with their records, that's the majority of their fan base.
But you still don't need a Rizzle Kick,
though, right?
Yeah,
You don't need a Rizzle Kick. You don't need a Rizzle Kick.
I'm not saying that we do. That we do.
That's no disrespect to them. You don't need.
You might though.
No, you don't need a Rizzle Kick.
For the investors to say, you know what, we think we're going to make profit out of this, you might have to.
No, but I think.
You know what I'm saying?
So we only think Urban Glastonbury Festival can work
With a Rizzle
is
Kick.
if we bring in mainstream artists like that.
How long is this, by the way?
Yeah, but hold on a minute. You can just edit and chop that shit. But the thing is, but listen to what I'm saying.
This is work. I know how it goes, man.
But what I'm saying is, yeah, like a huge mainstream urban artist can be somebody like, and I know this is really ambitious, but Jay is that guy that can bring in people from all over the world to come to London or wherever it may be to this urban festival.
Yeah.
You don't need a Rizzle Kicks on there to bring these.
We're not saying
vibes.
that you do. We're saying that the promoters will
You know
do
what I'm
it
saying?
to kind of appease and kind
Well,
of.
then do you know what? It becomes not a bit more reassurance. It's not an urban festival,
a bit more reassurance.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Alright, wrap this up, yeah. Last thoughts. I'm gonna go individually. Do we think yes or no, and why?
I'm going to say no, simply because of, you know, the powers that be, the organisers will get scared and decide to kind of, you know, add in Rizzle Kicks and the likes to put into the festival just so that it can actually continue. But yeah, I'm going to say no.
Cool.
When you say do you need one, as in like that word need is important to understanding this question, because you don't really need anything. If you're saying would I like one, hey, if it's gonna go ahead and it's feasible, then do it. Like shit. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
Do we need one? I think it would be good to have one. I don't think it would happen though, because the powers that be is never going to allow that to happen unless they add a Rizzle Kicks, and I don't think we need a Rizzle Kicks. So that means no, we won't have one.
I'm going to be honest, I actually think Rizzle Kicks are getting a hard time in this discussion, because I think the majority of urban artists that are charting are no less credible than Rizzle Kicks for the most part. So
Wait, Snip's trying to protect his money.
He might go on tour with them now.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
might actually be on
protecting
tour with
his
them
peace.
now. That's the vibe now. So that he's
I've never met either of them guys.
But you're in that circle now where you could definitely rub shoulders.
right now, Snips is DJ to people that love the hell out of Rizzle Kicks right now. Let's be clear.
Listen. He knows it. You're a dickhead.
Do you know who does this though, Snips? basically, I've been to America, I teach kids, I listen to SAS, I know everything about hip hop. Wait!
Oh, we taking a piss? Is that what we're doing? Yeah. How about everybody fucking subscribe to the video? Yeah, because fucking everybody should. But then if you don't want to, then you fucking don't have to because obviously everybody's fucking different. But fucking everybody should still fucking subscribe. Yeah, just fucking subscribe because the button's here. But like, you don't have to press it. But if you want to press it, you can press it because like it's fucking up to you, isn't it? But like fucking whatever, I don't fucking care. So just fucking press it or don't fucking press it.
Alright, Snips, we get it.